What's up, guys? Laidback Gaming here, bringing you some new information on Destiny, which is the new game that is going to be created by Bungie. I'm really excited for this, and if you're a Halo fan, you're obviously a big fan of Bungie, so a lot of people are really excited for this new game and what it's going to bring. I'm going to quickly, just briefly summarize this story or the plot of the game to let you know what's going on. I'm reading it off this site, so if you want to read this entire article, you can. I'm going to have a link to this site in the description, so be sure to go check that out if you want to and you want to read it yourself. Anyway, Destiny is a futuristic first-person shooter set during a golden age of humanity. Mankind is spread across the stars and is at great peace in our solar system. Humanity is hit by an unknown force that nearly wipes out every living soul. Earth is saved by a relatively vague figure. No one really knows who this mysterious figure is. This mysterious figure is called the Traveler, and he sacrificed himself to save the planet. Now, the Traveler is a spherical thing, you can see from the pictures, is a spherical thing that sits on top of the Earth. Now, finding protection under the sphere belonging to the Traveler, Earth's Soul City is built. The last city on Earth is built underneath the Traveler, and the Traveler gives it protection and actually gives every civilian in there magical powers. The city acts as a base of operations for the players as you try to restore the world, but you discover you're not alone. Wielding some of the Traveler's enhanced technology, players venture into the unclaimed parts of the Earth and the other planets in our solar system to destroy these enemies and reclaim our homes. I think that's a really cool story behind it, and I just think it's going to be a great game. Bungie, obviously, they have great minds there. They created Halo, and they have a ton of great ideas, and they're workers there. And I think it's really cool that it's actually going to be based in our solar system. There's going to be other planets, I'm assuming, but I think it's really cool that it's actually based around our solar system. And then, obviously, you know, having the whole Traveler thing is interesting in its own. But I'm really excited for this game, guys, and I'm going to go over some more detail throughout this video about the game. Alright, guys, what we know about Destiny so far is that it's obviously a first-person shooter game, an action role-playing game, obviously, and it is available for pre-order already at GameStop, Amazon, and Best Buy. If you do pre-order it at GameStop, you do get a poster with it while supplies last, obviously, and it's not supposed to be coming out in 2013. Obviously, we don't have a specific release date, but it's not supposed to be coming out in 2013, but it will be on the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3, and obviously the next-gen consoles. If you haven't already heard, there's going to be a PS4 coming out. They've already announced a lot of stuff and information about that. We'll try to keep you updated with some of that information as well. And there's also 3 different character classes. So there's 3 types of Guardian classes that have been announced for the time being, obviously. There could be more announced. I mean, it's really early right now, so I'm sure there's going to be many more announced. But right now we have Hunter, and I'm going to show you pictures in the background. We have Hunter, Warlock, and Titan. Now, there's nothing fleshed out in character descriptions beyond the Warlock having magic-like abilities, but each character can be customized fully in clothing, armor, cloaks, and weaponry. And obviously, during your online play, when you're playing online, you can continue to unlock stuff to customize your player. Throughout this game, you will be able to team up with your friends, but you also have the ability to team up with different players from all around the world. I think you have to play with at least 6 players on co-op, which I think is cool to have a lot of people playing co-op. There's also going to be things called social hubs, which can act as trading posts where players can swap gear or gamble at the tables. Players can also access competitive multiplayer at these hubs. Multiplayer will allow players to attain greater status and can increase their value, granting things like larger ships and more powerful weapons. There is no subscription fee, which is awesome, and access to your character will be available through mobile apps and also on Bungie's website, bungie.net. And I think it's really awesome that they're bringing in, mobile apps. I think that'll be really cool to continue to keep people interactive with the game while they're not at home or anything like that. I think that's a really cool feature. In this game, you will be able to travel to different planets. You're going to have ships, and you can get on those ships and travel to different planets. We do not know specifics on the flying, so we do not know if you're going to be able to actually pilot these ships or if it's just going to be like a fast travel type feature to where you click the planet you want to go to, and it just fast travels you there by just loading it. We don't have specifics on this, guys, but we will be sure to let you know as soon as we find out new information. Now, as I mentioned before, the Traveler is what has saved Earth. It's a spherical thing that's sitting on top of Earth, and it's actually sitting on top of the last city on Earth. The last city on Earth, the Traveler is sitting on top of, and the Traveler actually protects the city and gives the people in the city magical powers. Also, one cool thing to note is, for the soundtrack, Martin O'Donnell is working on Destiny's soundtrack, and this is a huge deal. If you love the Halo soundtrack, Martin O'Donnell was the one that did the Halo soundtrack, and the Halo soundtrack is so memorable. It's almost like if you're an older guy and you played you're an older teenager and you played Halo when you were a child and you hear that theme song, it really brings back a lot of memories. So I think it's awesome, and I'm sure Martin O'Donnell is going to be producing some really sick music, so I can't wait to get my hands on that game and hear that soundtrack. Bungie will also be working on this project for 10 years. If you haven't seen that already, it's on the vidoc. They're going to be working on this for 10 years, just as they did on Halo, and I'm sure after that they'll be trying to branch out to new game themes and stuff like that. But guys, I'm so glad to be able to make this video, and I'm really pumped to be able to get some more information out for this, guys. Me and Forge World Maps are going to be continuing to look for new information. If you find out any new information, please be sure to send us a message. We'll be sure to make a video for it. We're really excited for this game, guys, and I'm sure it's going to be an awesome game. But again, thanks so much for watching this video, guys. Please be sure to like and favorite and subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to be trying to get as much information about Destiny out as possible, as soon as possible. So again, if you have any news or information that you find out, please be sure to send us a message, and we'll be glad to make a video. So again, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope this helped. If it did, please be sure to like and favorite. Be sure to subscribe again, and thanks a lot for watching.